Everyone thinks this drama is fake. Like, if it was fake, we wouldn't be breaking the fourth wall. Those two are so toxic together. I don't owe her anything. Didn't have to tell her shit. I could have let her walk around and look crazy with her husband cheating on her in public.
Hi everyone, I am here with Sunset Bre. Hello, welcome. I have just binge watched the entire season. Obsessed. I have a lot of questions. So my first one, I'm just gonna dive right in. Go for it. A little free chit chat. I just want to know.
Just get in there.
Get in there. Who are you friends with and who are you not friends with?
Well, I'm actually friends with everybody except two people.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've mentioned one relationship, which isn't really shown. So I'm going to leave that as a little cliffhanger. But yeah, as the rest, I'm good with everyone except two.
And who are the two?
Chrishell and Chelsea.
And Chelsea. So you and Emma are okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've worked it out. You know, we're cool now. I think seeing the season, you can see how things transpired, as it definitely, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. And yeah, I mean, I think that we're seeing true colors, and I think she's realized that as much as she wanted to have her friends back, yeah, she didn't really have hers. So
I was going to ask you about Emma and Chrishell and that friendship and the breakdown and the romantic relationship of Emma and Blake.
yeah.
And where do you stand on that? Like, have you ever had a friend set a partner that you don't like, and you're like, how do you manage that?
Of course. I mean, my friends I have partners they don't like, but we all, at the end of the day, like, that's still your friend. You still have their back. You love them and hold them down. Like, it's none of your business. Like, you're not sleeping with them. You're not spending your time with them. Like, and you can totally have a relationship with your friend without even being involved with that person if it's that intense and serious. It's not something that I support at all. I think she should support her friend, but to each his own, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it's just like, I just have so many thoughts about this season, and I just need to
I know, it's crazy.
I'm like, so much happened.
Yeah.
There's like so much sadness. There's so much like joy and some really random things. You play tennis on a horse. We didn't know you like to ride horses.
There's a lot about this show that, like, I don't get to actually be me. I'm too busy, like, fighting for my life with Chelsea or whoever else wants to fight me. So to get to, like, actually hang out this season and not be fighting for my life was amazing. So I did like that I got to show a little bit of my personality and a little bit of my side. Like, that's like my real life, not all this other craziness.
His cameo was so cute.
When he did this, I was like, I'm done. He's like, yeah. It was so cute.
God, and do you find it hard to know how much to show of him and how much to keep private?
Yeah, I think that it's a really fine line, but considering his dad and I both, you know, are in the industry, it's like kind of inevitable. I think that because I do homeschool and he is very sheltered and protected in a lot of ways, but he honestly just has this like natural charisma, and like the TV, like anytime he sees a video camera, a video, he turns it on. I was like, okay, mommy needs 2 pictures. He's like negotiating. Okay, mommy, I need a donut then. And I'm like, deal. Like, and he turns it on, and he is just a natural. So it's kind of hard to keep it from him because he also sees us doing it. So he's kind of like, I want to do it too. So I can't stop him from that. But we're definitely not trying to like put him into anything or like anything like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a really nice balance of just having the little moment.
Yes.
Just, and then the rest.
It's cute to have them documented too, you know, like I always said, like with the Kardashians, to like see their whole life and like their kids, like everyone grow up, like that is something really cool that most people don't get, to like capture your life like that. So
yeah, I also think it's weird when you see like Kai, which is like 8, and you're like, yeah, I don't know, who is that now?
oh, literally, it's crazy. So I do like that. Yeah.
It is crazy as well that, speaking of crazy, your relationship, I mean, you kind of talked about it, but it is mad that your relationship with Emma and Chrishell, now I guess it is fixed with Emma and Chrishell, is not, in this season especially, it's not back to normal, back to what it was because of one thing you said to Chelsea.
Well, I guess, yeah, I mean, for me, I'm like, something I said, that's your reality, that's what happened, and I don't owe her anything, and I didn't have to tell her shit. I could have let her walk around and look crazy with her husband cheating on her in public, but I thought I was doing the right thing, and deep down, they all know the truth. We have all the receipts. I just am not that petty, and I don't care that much, but everyone was very aware. Everyone knew, and I did it in the nicest way I could, even though she spared me no grace. So I couldn't care less how she feels about it, or Chrishell as well. So don't care.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I also loved that there was loads of you and Mary this season. I thought that kind of came out of nowhere, but it was really nice and it felt really natural to see that.
It's so funny because like we have done scenes and stuff together, but it's kind of like, I don't know, the season was different, I think, because of the fires and because of the robbery and just like all of those things, that it was like, it was more emotional for me because I'm from here, and so I'm so or from LA, but I'm so used to the fires and all of those like tragedies that come with it, that this was just different. And then to see all the girls, like, the fight with Chelsea and just like all this stuff going on, it kind of just reminded me of when I started and when I had really bad postpartum and all these girls were coming for me. And Mary's not built like that. Like, she's just a girl on show. She's not like that type of fighter in her. So to me, I was a little bit more territorial because I was like, yo, everybody relax. Like, this is crazy. So I think the bullying and just like the whole aspect was just getting a little too intense. And I felt like, she needed a little support.
So did an amazing thing. Well, I don't know, everyone would agree was amazing. The flowers, gonna throw those away. Bin, yeah, those poor flowers.
Yeah. Well, they came from someone who shouldn't have sent them. So
yeah, I was gonna say, like, now that it must have been like something like 8 months since you filmed that scene, do you still feel the same?
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, she's disingenuous. There was no, that's all a facade. You just happened to send him when we're filming. Like, how did you know we were filming? Like, just happened to send him. It's just, we know what we do too well, and that was just set up and fake. And she doesn't even like Mary, so why are you sending flowers? We have bouquets that are like 1,000, 1,500, like crazy, but it's kind of like a thing. So like our open houses and stuff like that, you put like those big, beautiful bouquets and like,
You can get like tulips in Tesco for like £7. Like, the gesture, if she wanted to do the gesture, she could have done it. Like, yeah. Anyway, and
so many other things. Yeah.
This season, I felt like there was a lot of breaking the fourth wall, and a lot more of you guys will be like, we're on camera, or like, we're not filming this. Did you feel that way when you were filming it? Was it a lot more like conscious decision? Everyone's like, no, stop filming.
I feel like ever since I've joined, we've broken the fourth wall.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a me thing at the sport.
It's your first season and you like left and you were like, I'm done.
Oh, I think it was my second. I think it was season 7. I was like, fuck Netflix, fuck you all, I'm out of here. Yeah, I think that because everyone thinks this drama is fake. Like, if it was fake, we wouldn't be breaking the fourth wall. So I think that it's kind of impossible to not, because of the things that are all happening. And then sometimes things happen that don't make sense because they didn't happen when we were filming. So then it's kind of like you have to break it to make sense. Like some of the online stuff and like whatever. Yeah, so it's kind of, it's messy, but like I don't know how they navigate it, but they do. Production figures it out.
But I like it. I think it makes it, like you said, like then everyone knows that the drama is real. It's not like, oh, let's just play this scene out and then let's repeat it a few times.
No. Or I'll just this unhinged. Yeah.
There must be so much that you film that then doesn't make it to screen. Is there anything that you know that happened this season that you wish had gone into these final edits?
I actually don't miss a lot of scenes. Like, I feel like all of my scenes have made it. I think there was only one scene ever, which was this season, that didn't make it. And it was just because of a person that we had on that had a lot of things going on publicly outside that we were like, this isn't a good scene anymore. And again, like, those are things that happen over time. So we can't predict that. But, it's better to be safe than sorry.
One thing that was major that you did actually miss was that Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving dinner party.
So glad it's that.
Really?
Oh, so glad.
Yeah, I would kind of, we were all flies on the walls because we've seen it. But were you surprised when you had that was a comment that was made?
No.
No?
No. Unfortunately, no, I'm not surprised. I think that those two just are so toxic together, and I don't really understand like why it's so, especially for Nicole. She just like wants to be vindicated so bad, and to me, I never think anything is that serious. I do think the comment was a little below the belt, a little unnecessary, but that's Nicole, so it's kind of like I'm not surprised. And the thing with her is that she's not sorry and she does not back down on what she says, so you kind of just have to be like, oh, well, I think you took it a little too far this time. So, yeah.
because she's still on the O Group website, but has she left?
I think she's technically an agent, but from what I know, she's actually moving to Nashville.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's going to be full on cowgirl the whole time.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really speak to her, so I don't know. It's just what I've heard from other people, but yeah.
Yeah. And then we have someone new in the office, and there's Sandra.
Yeah.
You guys seem to get on well.
She's hilarious.
She seems like really nice, fun, fresh energy. Oh, that, but then also she's already got drama.
Yeah.
The key thing, oh my God, like,
I'm just like at this point, I don't even know. You can kind of do and say whatever about anyone at this point, I guess. It just seems like a free for all. So I don't really know what to make of that. I thought it was hilarious. I don't think that that's true, but I also don't know anything about it or who the person is or whatever. It just sounded really messy and strange, to be honest. I don't know.
it was just so awkward. And then the face that Sandra does also of Chrishell's, I was just like, what is going on? The girls are like, it's so good.
I was like, yeah, that's the face. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Every had your face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the one of three. Yeah.
Yeah. One of three. Yeah. Then Sandra tried to be the peacemaker, which never goes well when someone comes to the show and tries to be the peacemaker. You need to learn. We've had 9 seasons. You get asked to be the peacemaker in this group. No. Were you surprised that Chelsea shut down the conversation about Mary so quickly to Sandra?
No. I mean, I think her and I both are we're just over each other. We're over the situation. We're over the whole thing. It's like, let's just move on. And it is hard when somebody else comes in that has not been a part of it, that doesn't really know anything, to then have an opinion. It's human nature, I suppose. But at some point you're like, all right, girl, like, we're not going here again. So everyone has to let it be. Like, we will never be friends. We will never be cool. Neither one of us want that. So we don't need the push. Like, just let us be and be done with it. Like, we don't all have to be friends, you know?
No, you don't. But you have to get on.
Just ignore each other altogether.
You're technically colleagues, so you do kind of need to get on. But speaking of not getting on, sorry, there's so much not getting on here.
Oh, yeah. This is a crazy season.
So you had your own really cute Galentines.
Yeah.
And then Chelsea, Emma, and Chrishell planned their own. Was that a little bit shady to you?
No.
And you and Emma wore the same dress?
Yeah, that I thought was funny. And so strange, but she wore the 2-piece, like, mini one, and I wore, like, the long one. But hilarious, actually. And I saw the scene, I was like, well, that's awkward. If she would have shown up, we would have been matching. So, yeah.
Have you ever matched? You haven't matched with any of the girls?
No. Never.
What would happen if you would? Would you find it funny?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely would. Because I feel like I have more of, like, a masculine androgynous, and, like, I switch it up here and there. But for the most part, like, I don't really dress like most of the girls. So I would find that, like, I was a little shocked that she had, like, the sexier, cute one on. So I was like, okay, that fits Emma. You know what I mean? That's her vibe for sure. So.
I mean, yours wasn't not sexy. Can we just be clear? Like, it was sexy. Like, yours was.
But Emma's, likes to show leg. Like, I'll do, like, a knee at the most. This girl got thighs, and it's just not my thing. So, and I'm a pants girl, or, like, long. So I leave the sexy leg thing to her. That is Emma's thing.
And so I know everyone always talks about the show and not the fashion. I'm just like, I still am like 90s and like I'm like, how are you guys getting up in the morning? Like, you've got a son, like, how you're busy.
That's crazy.
And all this with fashion, and just like, guys,
it's like it's a full-time job between, like, all the other full-time jobs that we have. So it's a lot. But I mean, I can't say that I'm not blessed to get up every day and get glam and dress up and film and, build businesses because of this business. Like, it's hard, but it's worth it. And one day my son will actually sleep through the night, and I'll know what that's like. But until then, I'll drink lots of coffee and my night with lines, and we'll figure it out.
Best way to end your night. The season kind of ends on a cliffhanger of, like, who is going to stay and work and who's going to leave. Are there any updates on that you can give us?
I don't think she really has one either. I think,
as a married.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone else else on a clip.
Well, no, but then it was more like Chelsea. They were sort of saying, like, it was a sort of ending of, like, oh, what's going to happen? Is Mary going to stay? Is Chelsea and that not going to stay? But the Chelsea was like, I'm staying.
So, yeah. I was like, I missed that scene inherently. But no, I think Mary, as I said, is not a fighter. Mary is just not, she just wants peace. And I think what happened, being robbed, like, really shook her. So she just can't take any more anything. So I wouldn't be surprised if she left for a little bit of peace, but I hope that she doesn't. I think we've talked her off the ledge on that. But when we start filming again, if she comes back, then we'll see, because it's pretty quick before everyone's cracking.
I just feel like her and Jason, though, they've been not together, but like they had been in it for like 2 decades.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, and they're very close.
Like they're not going until they're 80. Like they are going to be there.
Yeah.
Like with the little, sellers' homes when they're 90.
Definitely. And they have such a good relationship, so yeah.
You said about filming. Is season 10 happening? Has filming started?
It's supposed to. I mean, this year's been pushed back a lot, and we don't really know why. Sometimes I've had another season in between that was like that as well. It's just been delayed a little bit. So I think so.
Okay, well, that's good. But one more. I also loved seeing, going back to like almost the beginning, Heather was back for like 10 minutes.
I love Heather. Yeah. I mean, I wish she could come back. I don't know if they'd ever let her, but I think she'd love to come back too. So,
we'd love it because, I love Heather.
it definitely adds like a whole different vibe that's missing, that like she was so good at being like a mediator and bubbly, but like also, I don't know, like no one's ever been able to step into that role with everybody in the office. Like, the peacemaker or anyone, like it never goes well, but with Heather, it does.
Unless you might need goofy and like silly and a bit, just, like a bit more like, let's just like chill out, guys, and just says random stuff. I feel she likes the lovely as well, yeah. We haven't seen the reunion yet. We've seen the trailer. At the end, I think it's you saying, I think that's what the little subtitle says, I'm going to collect these bitches. Is that you? Was that you? Can we confirm? Was that Brie?
Sometimes I black out. I don't know. Was that me?
So was that you? And what can you give us a teaser what that implies?
Let's just say there's a lot of crocodile tears, and it doesn't go well for most. I'm done taking everyone's shit. So you get another, and like season 7, where I told everyone to fuck off. Yeah, that was pretty much the reunion. So yeah, I had enough.
But that's so interesting because like of this season you have been pretty chill. Like it's been like not smooth sailing for you because it never is for anyone. But like it's been that funny. I really want to know. And I guess you can't tell me what's happening between those outfits.
I mean, I haven't seen the reunion either, but I'm assuming that would only be a comment that comes out of my mouth. So I'm pretty sure that was me. But again, we black these things out when we leave. Like I swear we just leave it at the door. But the thing with me, and I've said this since day one, is I'm a mirror. I'm going to give you what you give me. So if you have something to say to me, best believe I'm going to have something to say to you. But like, I'm not an instigator. I'm not somebody that like attacks and just comes at you for no reason. But I definitely defend, and I defend well. And I stand 10 toes down, and I have my receipts, and I have my facts. So if you come for me, it's war. So I'm like, So yeah, let's just say it didn't go great.
Yes, so honest.
Yeah.
You have like a little seating plan, don't you? Who is it? Who are you next to? Like Emma.
Oh yeah, I sent it to Emma and Mary. Yes, Mary.
When do you find out that seating plan?
When you get there.
When you get that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's usually been mine though. Or no, actually, the last year it was Chrishell and then Emma. Yeah.
In between.
Yeah, I was in between both of them, and then Chelsea was on the other side with Amanza and Jason. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his her.
Fun, yeah. We've kind of touched on this already, but like the massive change in Emma and Chrishell going at each other in that trailer.
Like, I wasn't speaking to any of them, obviously, so I was not aware of all the chaos. And then I saw the season, and I was like, what is happening? What? Yeah, I literally had no idea, which was so nice, by the way. But when I saw it, I was actually a little bit shocked, but not at the same time, because I do feel like there's an interesting dynamic and hierarchy within that little tripod. So it's not surprising that someone has such strong opinions on someone else, but I didn't think that it would break their relationship like that. But, once you take to the internet and you put accusations on people and you say things like that, like, you can't really come back from that. And I feel like those are true colors and things that, like, are so damaging and so hurtful. And I was feeling bad for Emma the last 2 seasons because I feel like she's just taking hit after hit, and the accusations they are damaging. And, like, it doesn't matter even if you can prove that it's not true, those things are still attached to your name. And the fact that people can just do that and just say what they want is just, it's unfair. And I mean, I could never personally be friends with someone like that again after saying that. But I know that she's like really hurt by it. You know, she's not, she didn't take it very well. And I think she was really trying to like fix it while it was happening. And then all the random online stuff, she was like, okay, yeah, now I've had enough, you know? Yeah, yeah.
Who is at the top of that hierarchy?
I think everyone can guess who that is. I think that there's like a queen bee syndrome and a few other things, but you know, hey, whatever. It's not my business.
The one thing everyone always thinks about the show is that none of you ever sell houses and that it's all about the drama. Who is the best at selling houses and who is not great at selling houses?
I would say Mary.
Yeah.
I would say Mary. And I'm pretty sure Nicole is after Mary, technically, in numbers. Yeah, I mean, we all have different priorities and we all have different goals. And there's some people that, you know, like for me personally, like I have a 3-year-old and I don't have as much availability and resources and time to do as much as I would like to because my priority is my son. I still crush it, but you know, I'm always going to put my son first. So, you know, there are other girls that have the availability to do more and they also live a lot closer. So like a lot of our listings and stuff, like I'm an hour away. So, you know, then I have other girls that help me or, you know, whatever. So it is tricky. But for me, I'm like, if I make X amount or I could do one sale and be good for the year. So to me personally, I'm like, I don't care. The numbers, the numbers.
So the commission, yeah, sorry, I'm still not over it. Like 9 seasons in, I'm just like, wow, I'm in the wrong job, right?
But it's hard.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not saying.
And like everyone's like fighting, clawing each other's eyes out for these listings and stuff. And you have a lot of competition. So it's like, sounds good in theory. But then again, you never know if that check is coming or not. So yeah, it's a lot.
Wow. Oh my God, I'm just like I'm absorbing everything. I think those are the end of my questions.
Amazing.
But you like answered everything. You have given us all the juice, all the deets we needed. We loved you and want to see you back for season 10 on horses, tennis, another sport maybe.
I do a lot of things. So we'll see what I see accomplished that they show. But yeah, I'm super active. Like I do all this sound training and boxing and extreme sports. And like I was like, don't let this fool you. It's like I have a whole farm at my house. Like I have a whole real life that I don't really share. So I think that they're starting to be like, oh, okay, like can we show some of this? So I'm open to it to a certain extent. But yeah, I'm not just the person that's on selling Sunset. Like I have a whole other life.
I want to see a farm.
It's so cute. I have so many chickens right now. I have like 3-week-old baby chicks right now, and I have freaking 5 roosters and 2 other chickens. And I have horses and dogs, and I had some ducks. We had a little mishap with them. For nature-wise, I live in a very like,
Okay,
I'm reading like little mountain lions, and you know we have everything. So that was a sad day. But yeah, I mean, I love the farm life. We have our little greenhouse, and you know my son's like out there digging and like riding the horses, and we're like walking around holding chickens. Like you would probably never expect that. Yeah.
I mean, now I've seen the horses, I can see it a bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that. Get your girl who can do both.
Exactly. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Bre, for joining us.
Thank you so much.